Hey, this is Chris, and I am checking dice. Appreciate you watching my video today. I'm going to be practicing shooting, dice setting, and I am using for the first time on my channel in a long time the dice or the Craps Nation KPI, the tracker to keep track of rolls. And so I loaded that up, and I'm not sure how my computer is going to respond to it, so we'll just see. And hopefully, we'll have some fun and roll a little bit and just get in some practice time. I am playing with a $300 bankroll, which is what I usually go with. And I play a little bit aggressive for my bankroll, and sometimes that bites me, but we'll just see how it goes. All right. So, what I do is I start with a $15 pass line. I am playing on a $10 table, and sometimes I go down to the minimum, but I will play with a $15 pass line. I'm going to play with the all tall small with 15 on the all tall small. I do not usually do a 5-5-5. You can see up there, I think you can see up here. I've got 6-3-6. So 6 on the small and the tall, and 3 on the make 'em all. And I do that because I would rather have a little bit extra bump on the outside where I'm more likely to hit. If I'm going to hit, I'm hitting one or the other, and it's only a rare time do I hit all three and make, or do I make all of them and get the payout on all three of those. So the make 'em all is a small chance. I'll take 3 units on that. $3 at 175 for one. That's a nice payday, even with only $3 on it. And the $6 on the outside pays 210 bucks if I hit either of those. So I'm willing to play it that way. And the other thing that I do is I've been playing the world bet on the come out with a $5 world bet, and I need to get some change. And I've been playing with a $1 ace deuce. Now, if you don't know how the world bet goes, I recently made a video on it, but the world bet is like having a dollar on the any seven and a dollar on any of the horn numbers. So if a seven rolls, this pushes because it pays 4 for the one, so you get these back. If any of the horn numbers roll, you lose the 7 and you lose the ones that didn't pay. So what I like to do is I like to do a world bet for a nickel. Plus, I do one extra buck on the ace deuce, because if an ace deuce rolls, I'm going to lose my pass line, and I'm going to lose 4 of those. And if I have $2 on this, which is what happens if I roll a ace deuce with the world bet, it's going to pay 30, and I'll get back my pass line plus enough to replace all of this and press it up a little bit. So I add the extra dollar in juice to the ace deuce there, just in case I roll that on the come out. So I'm going to track this right now. There's no tracking because I haven't rolled the first number. Once a number is established, it will update there and it'll look a little bit better, and you can follow along. So I'm using the flying V, as they say, the 3V set, 3-2-3-6. And let's just see how this goes. There's an ace deuce. So right on the, as if it was called, as if I called the shot. That's a 2-1. So 2-1, ace deuce on the come out. We'll mark it up here on the all tall small. You'll also see that on the tracker, but that was an ace deuce. So we lose the pass line. And again, there's a dollar on the ace deuce straight up, but this world bet, everything comes down except for what hit. So there's a dollar on that, which means this ace deuce looks like $2. And that is going to be a $30 win on the ace deuce. Now, I need to replace my $15 pass line, so I'm going to pull 15 down to replace the pass line. I'm going to leave this $2 on the ace deuce and let that ride. And I've got 15 left over. What am I going to do with that 15? I'm going to go full pressure and look for 2 hits. So I'm going to go 15 on the world. I've got $2 added on the ace deuce, and I replaced my pass line bet. And now I am just reloading, and we're going to do it all again. That's a bad throw. We got a 5, 1, 6. All right. So mark that. 5, 1, 6. All right. So 6 is going to be our point. And everything should be updating on the system. All right, good. Everything's working. Okay, so all this comes down. I pressed it, did not hit it twice. I'm looking for 2 or 3 hits on the horn, on the come out. That's why I do it that way. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the dealers to give me 48 inside. That looks like 3 units each on the 5, 6, and 8. And I'm going to put 15 in odds on the point. There's 6. So I'm just playing 66 inside. All right. Dice are out. Oh, ouch. That is a 3, 4, 7. 3, 4, 7 out. That's what you call a 0.7 out. That is not what you want to see, especially when you are trying to set the dice. We don't like to see that. And that's a quick out. That happens. For some reason, I feel like it happens more to me when I'm actually trying to make a video than it does when I am just playing around. So I'm going to actually get 100 in red chips. And we'll reset everything. So I need 50, 65, 66. There's 66 bucks to replace that. Oops. And I'm going to go back up just to get it reset. I've got 66 inside here. And 15 on the pass line. 15 for the all tall small. And I need nickel on a world bet, and I'm going to get some change. Oops, that's $1 too many. $1 for the ace deuce, and $4 back to my rack. And then that's my come out, and I'm ready to go. All right, let's see if we can do better the second time through. Okay, dice are out, coming out. That's going to be a 10 hard. All right, so hard 10 on the come out, so that's a point of 10. And I do lose the $6 I have on the world and ace deuce. That's okay. I'm prepared to lose that. It's just on the hope that I can roll a come out. I do sometimes change sets to try to roll come out horns. I'm not doing that this session because I'm trying to practice a little bit, but I do that occasionally. Now, when the point is 10, I like to go ahead and put 10 in odds, and I like to cover the 4. It's just something I feel like if I hit a 4 or a 10 on the come out, I feel like I'm more prone to rolling come out or to rolling outside numbers the rest of that session. So I just go ahead and put odds, and I place the opposite number for 10 bucks as well. It gives me an extra $20 in action, but I am also more likely to get paid if that's what I'm going to throw. If I'm going to throw outside numbers, I want to bet those outside numbers. So that's the way we do it. All right, dice are out. And there's a hard 10 right back. All right, that doesn't happen all that often, but we hit the point. So right away, right back on it, both hard. Means the dice did the exact same thing, which is good in that sense. So we're going to get paid 15 up front and 20 in the back. Now, what I'm going to do with that is I am going to take all of the winnings, put the odds back in my account, and I'm going to take a nickel for the world, again, because I'll be coming out, dollar on the ace deuce, and the rest of this I'm just going to collect. And I'm also going to pull down the 4 because I am not going to use that unless I am rolling outside numbers again. So anytime the point is inside, I stay off them. If the point is outside, I add them. And that's just something I've decided to do a lot of the times. I don't know, it just goes by feeling sometimes. Okay, dice are out. That's a 9, 6, 3, or 3, 6. Starting with the left die, 3, 6, 9 is going to be our new point. And we'll mark the 9 on the all tall small. Okay. So we lose the horn again, and now we've got an inside number, so I'm going to pull this 15 down, and I'm going to add $1 to it to make it proper. You want even numbered bets on the odd numbers. So 16 it is. And now we're ready to go again. We got a point of 9. And there's a 12 midnight boxcars. All right, so we'll mark the all tall small. And that's not going to do anything for us. We don't have anything riding on that midnight. At this point, need those on the come out, but not right now. Dice separated there. But we got a hard 8, so no worries. Good result with a bad toss. And we'll mark the 8. And that's going to pay 21. Now I'm just going to collect that 21. At this point, I usually look for 3 hits before I start pressing. I already hit the point, so that was hit number 2 officially. Although I do give some of that back on a point because then I'm using some of that to put a world bet back up. So it cost me a little bit when I hit the point. There's a 6, and that came with a 2, 4. 2, 4, 6. I'm always starting, when I say what it hit, it was the start with the left die. So 2 is the left die, that's the red die, and green is the right die. So a 2, 4, 6 is what I rolled. That's going to be a $21 win. I'll just rack that up. And that is my 3rd hit this time through, so mission accomplished there. That gets me to almost even. Six hard. All right. Hard 6. That's an on-axis talk. The 6s are on top, so when I throw a 6 hard like that, it means the dice rotated, landed exactly the way they started. It might have spun sideways a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so that's going to be a $21 win. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to start by throwing in $1 and asking them to give me pressure on the 5, 6, and 8. So I'm going to take those up to $20. I'm going to go ahead and use this to put odds. So I now have $20 in odds on the 9. I'll press that up 1. 22 inside pressure, technically. but one of them is the point, so I do that one myself. All right, dice are out. And there's a hard 8. That's a turnover, so hard 8 is on the bottom when I'm setting. 3's on top, 8's on the bottom. And so if I throw a hard 6 or a hard 8, it means the dice stayed on axis, and in this case, they rolled over once. In the other case, the opposite side of that is a hard 6. So if the dice are spinning in the air and landing like they should, you get hard 6s and hard 8s from that set. That means they landed perfectly. They just happened to be, they both turned over once or twice to the 4s. But that's going to be 28. Actually, going to ask them to pay you 30 and give them 2, so they call that 30 for 2. I like to take that 30 for 2 and just take that as a hit, and we'll leave everything else as it is. All right, no pressing that time. We'll just collect it. And that's going to be a 7. I felt them separate as soon as they started leaving my hand. Slipped a little bit, and we got a 1, 6, 7. 7 out. I just needed the yo to make the all tall, and I only had one number on the small, the 6. I still needed the 2, 3, 4, and 5 down there, but I only needed the 11 to make the yo, or to make the tall. So, got close, but no cigar, as they say. All right, so, oops, this all comes down. Oops, what am I doing? Okay. All right, everything resets. We're gonna load it up again. So we have a $15 pass line, $15 for the all tall small, $5 world, and $1 on the ace deuce. And we are coming out. I always think it's funny when there's just an 11 that's needed to make the tall. You feel like you know what's coming next. It's going to be a yo, right? If I needed it last time, didn't get it, that's going to be the first thing that rolls when you get set up again. So let's call an 11 here just in case it happens. Coming out. I got a 6, but the other one was a 5. I mean, I'm sorry, it was not a 5, it was a 2. The opposite side would have been the yo I was looking for, but instead we got a 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. I'll mark the 8 and hit it on the all tall small. And that is a point of 8, so we lose the world bet and the ace deuce. And we got to go back up with another 48 inside. Need some change. $2 back to me. And since the point is 8, we're going to go 15 in odds to complete the 66. It's actually 63 inside minus the pass line bet. So, all right, dice are out. There's a 5, 3, 2. 3, I think it was right. Yep, 2, 3. 2 on the red, 3 on the green. 2, 3, 5. All right, mark the 5 on the all tall small. And that's going to be our first hit of $21. Let's rack that. All right, dice are out. And that's another 3-2. And that is a 3-2 instead of a 2-3. Red die is the 3. Green die is 2. All right, so same number, but the opposite die action. We got a 2-3 the first time and a 3-2 the second time. Either way, it's $21 win. And we'll just rack that up. And that is hit number 2. All right. Dice are out again. Oh, dice. That's a 3-1-4. The dice gripped the table as I was pulling them past. But we got a 3-1-4. All right, we'll take it. I don't have anything on the 4, but I do get to mark the all tall small. So we just reset and do it again. And there's a hard 4. Another 4 back to back that time. Came hard. Still nothing on it. If you hit it a couple times, do you bet it? I have a hard time betting it if I hit it twice because I'm worried about the fact that I'm only going to hit it once or twice in a session. So if I just hit it back to back, what's the likelihood that I'm going to hit it a third time? I don't want to necessarily bet that way. So, although that might be the smart way to bet. Six, 3, 9. All right. 6, 3, 9. I'll mark the 9. That's a new number for me. All right. And that's going to be a $21 hit. And that's the third hit. So I've hit the third time. That's my goal for the inside numbers. 3 hits. Dice are out. And there's a hard 6. Hard 6. Got the last of the inside numbers hit the first time. 6 hard is going to pay 21. And I'm going to go ahead and ask the dealers to press up each of the inside numbers 1 unit. Take it to 20 and 24. I'm going to put the extra nickel back here in odds behind the 8. Basically full pressure or across. I use the entire 21 to place the inside numbers or to bump them up 1 unit. Okay, dice are out. Ah, all right. Well, there's a 7 out. That's a 3, 4. 3, 4, 7 out. Not going well for me at this time, but the reason I like to have 3 hits before I do anything is because at least hitting 3 times gets me $63 that I've collected before I start to press. I do have a little bit of action on the all tall small and pass line, but I don't worry too much about that. Okay, so we're gonna go back up for 66, and I'll just replace that. Okay, this all comes down, and this pass line loses, and we got set up for 66 inside. So there's 50, 55, 50, 65, and 66. That's what I was trying to do. 66 inside will get my inside action back and ready for the next time I'm shooting, which will be right now. All right, so 15 on the pass line, 15 for the all tall small, nickel world, $1 ace deuce, and I really give myself 3 times to shoot. Let's just do that today. That's how I oftentimes play it. If I can't find my shot and make money on 3 times around, then I'm probably going to call it good. Call it done for the day. Okay, dice are out. There's a hard 6. All right, that's a come out 6, so the point is going to be 6. Lose the world and the ace deuce. I already got the 66 set up inside. I'm going to move the odds back behind the 6. All right. Dice are out. There's a hard 8. Square pair, as the square pair guys say. All right, so that 8 is going to pay 21, and that's the first hit. Hit number 1. I like to kind of see where I'm at after 3 times shooting, because that if I have just a really terrible day of shooting, I'm going to be down quite a bit after 3 short rolls. If I've done okay and I've tread water, I might try a 4th time, but we'll take a look at where I'm at after 3 rolls, and then I'll go from there. There's a 6, 1, 5. And that is the point. All right, so point made. It's going to be 15 for the front pass line, and 15 in odds is going to pay 18. All right, so that is my second hit, but I need to go back up on the 6 for 18, so I'm going to use that. And I've got 15 here that I collected. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect 10 of it. I'm going to put $6 out there on the world bet on the come out. The world bet plus the ace deuce. So that's going to be my come out. Because I did burn some of that on the replacing the my come out move, I'm going to probably take one more hit before one additional hit before I call it good and start pressing. We'll just see how this goes. Come out roll. Dice are out. There's a hard 10. If I'm not mistaken, that's hard 6, hard 8, and hard 10, all within a few rolls. That's good. I mean, it means the hard way people are happy, although a lot of people don't play their hard ways on the come out. I like to work the come out. If I'm playing the hard ways, I work them on the come out because, it's really bad to have a hard way hit and you're not on it or you're not betting it because you were off. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 10 in odds, and I'm going to put 10 on the 4. Again, because the point is a 10, I go ahead and leave my 66 inside working at this point, working obviously, but I add odds and a 4. That's going to cost me $20 extra because the point was an outside number. I'm just going with the way things are rolling. If I'm hitting outside points, I'm going to place the outside numbers. Otherwise, I'll leave them off. Okay, here we go. Dice are out. That's a 5, and that came 3, 2. 3, 2, 5. I'll mark the 5 on the alt hole small. And that 5 is going to pay 21. I think that is my third hit, but I'm going to go ahead and leave things as they are, especially because we had a point of 10. And now I've got 20 extra bucks on the table. Okay, here we go. Dice are out. There's an ace deuce, 2, 1, 3. 2, 1, 3. All right, so we got the ace deuce out of the way for the all tall small. Okay. Other than that, we just reload and start again. Dice are out. There's a 9, and that came as the 4, 5. 4, 5, 9. Nina. All right, knocking off new numbers on the ATS. That 9 is going to be a $21 winner. Just rack it. And I'm just going to stay where I'm at for now. Let's just try to build a little bit before we press them up. Not liking where my bankroll's sitting at the moment. Dice are out. And there's a 3, 1, 4. I think 3, 1. Yep. 3, 1, 4. All right. Now all we need is the 2 for the small, the 11 and 12 for the tall and all. I hit those horn numbers. It's good that we're not hitting them, but we need to hit them now. That 4 is going to pay 18. And I'm going to go ahead and pay 20 for 2. And just going to rack that. All right. Dice are out again. There's a hard 4. 2 and a 2. Hard 4. All right. No hard ways. Maybe I should be playing hard ways. That hard 4 is going to pay 20 for 2. It's going to pay 18. I'll pay it out 20 for 2. And now I am starting to think I should press a little bit. So let's see. I've got $20 there. I'm going to throw in $2, and I'm going to take the odds. The inside numbers are what's going to hit. And I'm going to go ahead and press those up, and I'll start there. Little pressure. Little pressure. Dice are out. There's a 5, 4, 1. There actually came 1, 4. Left die was a 1, 1, 4, 5. All right. That has 4 units on it now. That's going to pay 28. And again, I think that I'm just going to collect. Not liking the way I've been rolling, so I'm going to slow grind it out. I know that's not very aggressive, but I've had some bankroll draining today, so I'm going to try to recover a little bit of that. 12. All right, midnight. All the dots we got. And now all I need is a yo for the tall and aces for the small. Can I turn it right over and get those aces right away? Well, you never know, do you? Dice are out. Let's see what happens. Nine. That is a 6 and a 3. 6, 3, 9. All right. Got half of the yo. Got 6. Okay, that 9 has 4 units on it. That's going to pay 28. I'm going to press them up one more time on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Collect the $6. Now that's taking this up to quarters and $30 on the 6 and 8. I would clean those up, but I'm not going to right now. So that's $30 each on the 6 and 8, 25 on the 5 and 9. If I'm not going to go ahead and hit the all or the small, I might as well make the point. So let's get a 10 here. There's an 8 hard. We'll take that. Hard 8. Square pair. No bet on the hard ways. I usually will pick those up later in a roll if things are going really good. Whoops, one more nickel there, $35. Just going to collect that. And we'll be okay with that. All right, dice are out. Where's the aces and the yo? 8, 6, 2, 8. 6, 2, 8. All right. Second hit in a row on the 8. That's going to be a $35 winner. What I'm going to do is just press both of those up to 36. Let's go this way. That's 36 and 36. Can't see it because there's a bunch of reds and white chips there, but if I wanted to clean it up, that would be $36. I suppose it's $36 all messy too, but it'd look prettier. All right, dice are out. Nine, almost got that hard 10. That is a 5 and a 4. All right, 9, Nina. And now we've got a quarter on the 9. That's going to be $35. All right, let's go ahead and clean this up while we're here. There's 25, and the 5's gonna be a quarter. There's 5 nickels. It's 35. I'm just gonna collect it. Let's go ahead and clean this up while we're at it too. Take a little break. There's 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's $50 for the green chips. And 2 more red chips here. That makes 35 each, and the white cap's 36. There we go. We'll just leave that the way it is. And dice are out. 2 and 11. Come on, is it so hard to hit a 2 and 11? Well, yes, it actually is. Five, 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. Alrighty. That 5 is going to pay 35. Let's go to 35, and we'll pocket the quarter. 35 on the 5. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put an extra white chip on it. 35 will pay 49. If I add the white chip and make it 36, it'll pay an even 50. Some places I've been told will not let you do that because it pays an off. It doesn't pay an even number. All right. Dice are out. Ace deuce. All right. Well, that was close to an aces. A 1 and a 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shocker, as they say. All right. And let's see if we can get one less digit out there. Dice are up. There's another 5. 1. Nope, that one's a 4, 1. 4, 1, 5. All right. I'll take it either way. 1, 4, 4, 1. Doesn't matter. Still pays the same. And in that case, because I added that extra dollar out there, it's going to pay 50. I'm just going to rack the 50. Unfortunately, this is a problem sometimes. You have a couple of bad rolls that get you a little nervous. And then on a time when you could have been making mega presses, you go conservative. And sometimes that leaves you short of your goal because you were a little less aggressive on the time you could have went aggressive. That happens. That happens. And there it is. That is a 5-2. We are through. 5-2, 7 out. And that is going to be the end of the fun. No 11, no 2. And we reset the all tall small. Everybody around the table says, "Aw, shucks, we got really close, but no cigar." All right, so we got things pressed up a little bit. We collected a little bit, and the fun had to come to an end. All right, so pull all that down. Let's take a look at where we ended up. Did we claw back? No. 100. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get a quarter for that. 200. Oh, you know what? I did actually. Started with $300. There's 100, 200. I think that's going to be 100 there. So there is the third 100. And 25, 40, 4. $344. So I suppose if you look at it as a session of ups and downs, I started really poorly, and I ended up a little over 10%. 10% would have been $30. I got $44 in my rack addition to what I brought. So not bad, not terrible. A good comeback, a long roll at the end that helped me recover. So yeah, let's look at the stats and see if this was, what happened here. What's the tail of the tape, so to speak? It looks like both are in green, both the number of inside. What do I got here? I can't even see I've got it really small on the screen in front of me. I can't remember what I have set there. I think it's inside and, oh shoot, I can't even read what I got there. Anyway, I think that I've got it. Wow, too small of screen, and I can't even read what the options are there. So I'm looking at another screen to try to tell me. Yeah, inside and box numbers. There we go. Wow. I have glasses. I'm just looking at a really tiny screen, and it's across the room where my monitor is, where my camera is. So, yes. So the top one is inside. So 58.97% inside hits and 76% box numbers. Obviously, I needed those horns at the end there and could not hit those. But anyway, yeah. Wow. Sorry about that. Terrible ending to the session, but ended up being not too bad. Not too bad, and I colored up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this new type of video. I think I'd like to practice more, so you might see more of these kinds of videos from me. And I might just do what I always do, which is three. I give myself three shots at trying to make it work. If I had been more productive on the first roll and not point sevened out, probably would have been in a better position. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.